Stop right there. Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash. Now, I won't lie to you, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about this game being bad. The Steam reviews have been saying it has mixed feelings, and you should not buy the game. I didn't adhere to these concerns because my love for Jujutsu Kaisen is stronger than that. It's like me and Rika. We have a strong bond.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
So I decided to take it upon myself to buy the game and review it for myself. See if the talk of the town is true or not. And I want to give my own opinion about if you should buy the game or not, because I was one of those people for sure that were on the fence about it, but I said F it because, you know, I like the show. I like Jujutsu Kaisen. It's one of my favorite animes. So without further ado, let's get into Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash. I want to go on and say I will be not talking about the story. Usually in my videos I talk about the story. I will not be talking about the story. If you want to look at the story, you go on Crunchyroll or another anime site and you watch Jujutsu Kaisen. The most that I will say about the story is that it's the first season and the Jujutsu Kaisen movie that is the story mode. That's all it includes. It does not include season 2 or onward. And the story mode is very, very bare bones and lackluster. Even if you never watched Jujutsu Kaisen in your life and you decide to buy Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash, even as a person who doesn't even know Jujutsu Kaisen would feel like this is bare bones. All it shows you is these little pictures, these PNG pictures hide behind some 3D graphic background, and they just talk about the story. And the one thing I dislike about the story mode is that they don't have the narrator when the characters are not speaking. They have everybody else. Everybody else is speaking. Panda, Maki, everybody. But the narrator is left off and we have this little typity type sound effect going on. Come on, bro. Where was he? Did you guys not pay him enough money? So yeah, in a nutshell, basically you just see like these cuts from the anime, sometimes really rendered PNG images of the characters, and then you just go into the fight and that's about it. And when you play throughout the story, the characters in the beginning don't have everything, or at least I feel like they don't have anything. Like I tried to use Gojo's domain expansion on Jogo, but it didn't allow me to because I guess we haven't progressed with the story. But I can use Yuji's Black Flash like in chapter 1. It's a little weird like that. It's really weird like that. Yeah, there's really not much to say about the story mode. If you watch Jujutsu Kaisen, then this is like the most boringest thing known to man. And if you haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, this is the most boringest thing known to man. So I skipped everything because obviously, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen fan and all that. Let's talk about the gameplay. If you played JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Eyes of Heaven, or if you played really old game, if you played J-Star Victory Versus, then you'll feel a little bit at home. A little bit at home. Me personally, I love J-Star and I love Eyes of Heaven. When I was younger, I used to rock with those games heavy. So I felt right at home when I was playing Cursed Clash because I feel like everybody's used to like the Naruto formula or whatever, or at least that's what people are saying. But if people play J-Star or Eyes of Heaven, they would understand this type of gameplay. So me personally, I kind of rock with the gameplay. I have a little soft spot for it. I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. The fighting itself, however, for the most part, it works. That's all I can really say. It's nothing amazing, but it works, if that makes sense. I won't lie that the fighting has its problems. It definitely has its problems, and we'll talk about that soon enough. But the fighting in this game, I don't know. It's cool when you connect your stuff and you feel like the impact or whatever, but it's the most excruciating thing when you get attacked on, because Listen, I think this game needs a guard break, something to get out of combos. If there is, tell me in the comments below. But like, I will be stuck in this combo of Gojo using blue, red, hollow purple. Like, I can't do nothing about that. I have to be his little BICTH and just accept it. Your main source of attacks for dealing damage is cursed energy, except for Maki's case, because she uses cursed tools. But people who have cursed energy or cursed tools, that is how you deal damage to your opponent. The light and heavy attacks work in conjecture to your cursed energy. Once you finish your combo, a character will release their cursed tool or their cursed energy as damage. So you can do like a 50,000 combo, but if you don't have cursed energy behind it, sayonara, my friend. You're not doing damage to nobody. Which on paper, it is an interesting idea. I kind of like it, but you know, in long term, I don't know. I can see it getting annoying. I can definitely see it getting annoying. But it is like what separates the game from other fighters, I guess. So I guess that's what they were trying to go for. But sometimes, I don't think it matters. Because like you fight characters like Gojo, Sukuna, Itadori, sometimes Aoi, Todo, and you're just gonna get ragdolled if you let them. Oh, and Noabara too. There's a lot of characters that are very strong, and there's a lot of characters that are very annoying. Every character has their quote unquote strengths, but like with the right team and like depending how good the player is, that does not matter. The characters are gonna be so busted. For example, if anybody picks Nanami, you might as well wave the surrender flag. I have not met a good Nanami. Nanami is so I haven't played with every single character, but Nanami is so garbage. You're waving a surrender flag if you play as him. I mean, and like its story, the gameplay is very bare bones too. Like I said before, I have fun with the game, but I can recognize that it's just you mashing the X button with sometimes your curse techniques, waiting for your bar to fill up, use a ultimate move or a domain expansion here and there, and God forbid you die. Because if one of your teammates die, you're F. Because like the anime, people jump you. It's vice versa for your partner. But that's more of the player than like an actual gameplay problem. That's the player thing. So, right, in conclusion, should you buy Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash? I don't think so. I think you should wait for a price drop. Because if you're buying the game, you're buying the game for online mode. You're not buying the game for the story. Because 9 times out of 10, you already watched Jujutsu Kaisen. Why would you want to go through the story and watch PNG images with gameplay that kind of holds you back? Because I felt free when I was playing online mode, so I felt the difference between online and story mode. So like I said, wait for a price drop if you really want to play the game and save your money. Hey, if you made it to the end of the video, I very much appreciate you. All I gotta say is, if you like this style of content, just like, subscribe, and more. And that's all you gotta do. And if you want to join the Moon Discord server, the link's in the description below. Mooners, return to base, return to base.